In the house, we've got some tomato plants that have been potted up. They were grown in little cells, and these ones were big enough to plant on. So I've planted these into probably about, I think they're about 8 or 10 centimetre pots. So there's a few there. We've got some more outside. We've got some more sweet corn. So we planted these last week. So we planted these straight into the bigger pots because I'd run out of the smaller cells. But there's quite a few there. Seeds outside. These are in the house, but I've been bringing them out in the daytime to accustom to being outside. So we've got the sweet corn that we planted a few weeks ago. So this is nice and tall now. And that's all going down the allotment. We've got more tomatoes. So these ones need potting up now. These are in these little cells, and there's loads growing in here. They've grown really well. So I'll be potting those up soon. We've got some broad beans. The broad beans didn't do so well. We had these ones didn't germinate, so I'll plant some more. But there's 4 there that are doing quite well. And then we've got our courgettes. So these are all, at the moment they're on the windowsill in the kitchen at night, but we're bringing them out in the day to get accustomed to being outside. So there's all the courgettes in the garden beds. So this is the first bed, what we're calling bed number 1. So we've still got these Brussels that didn't do very well, but we're going to give these to the rabbits really soon. We've got 2 pots here. So in this first one we've got peas. So we're just going to use these as pea shoots. So they've grown quite a lot. They were planted last weekend. And in this one we've got lettuce. So when these are a little bit bigger, I'll transplant some of them into beds or pots. And some of them will just stay in here and we'll use them as cut and come again. So they're doing really well, I'm pleased with those. The pigeon did attack these ones. You can see some of them are pulled out, so I've had to put them under a cover. In bed number 2, so there's our rest of our beds. So in bed number 2 we've got carrots. This is full of carrots, longer ones at one end and round ones at the other. And these are doing really well. These are coming up nicely. I've got lots there. And I've got this little plastic box over some of them, and these ones have come up even bigger. I thought I'd give them a bit of a head start. So we're doing that. So that bed's doing well. In this bed we've got peas that are doing really well. So these are sort of our main crop peas, and I'm going to plant some more of these in this bed. At the top should be early peas, but they haven't really done anything, so I might have to replant them. And then down here we've got, I think there was lettuce and radish, I think. But they haven't really come up yet. There's a couple of little seedlings coming up. And I've got these under a net to stop the pigeon getting to the peas. These 2 beds have got potatoes in them, first early potatoes. So they're starting to come up. This one's got a few little shoots coming up now, but not many in that one. I think this one probably gets a little bit more sun, and there's got a few more, especially on this side. Got a few coming up. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks they'll come up a lot. And this bed is a new bed we've just put in. So there's nothing in it at the moment, but there's going to be, I'm going to use this one for our tomatoes. So I'm probably going to put 6 or 8 tomato plants in this one when they're ready to go outside. So that would be good. And some tomatoes will go in some grow bags as well. So that's all of our garden beds. The sweet corn's going in the allotment. A couple of the courgettes are going down the allotment. Yeah, that's cool. Over here we've got our mint is starting to come up really well. So we've got 5 or 6 different types of mint. We've got chocolate mint, I think that one's chocolate, apple mint, normal sort of spearmint. Got a few pots of that, and there was a couple of other mints. I can't remember what they were. Well, this one was pineapple mint. This one, sort of tastes a little bit of pineapple, which is quite cool. Rhubarb's doing really well. We're going to pick some of this in the next day or so make a crumble. So that's doing really well this year, and it's grown loads. And the new one I put in is done really well. It sprouted this bit that's come up since I planted it. So I'm pleased with that. It looks nice and healthy. Last thing I've got to show you is these potatoes. So I ordered these off Amazon in the end because I couldn't get any from any shops. A lot of them are closed, and the garden centres and things weren't selling them online. So I got these from Amazon. They just turned up in these bags. I've got 10 Maris Piper, which are main crop potatoes. So I need to get those planted. They're going in bed 1. And I've got 10 Charlottes, which are second earlies. So they're going to go in, I think, one of the other beds. I can't remember which bed they're going to go. They're going to go in a couple of weeks' time anyway. I want some of the other potatoes come out. Yeah, so I've got those. So 2 more beds. So I've got first earlies in. These are second earlies, and they're main crop. So they should spread out through the year quite nicely. And the Maris Piper store quite well. So that'll be good to keep.